Capricorn, welcome back, Capricorn. This is So True You Tarot. This is going to be a general energy reading for the sign of Capricorn. So thank you so much, Capricorn. Thank you to all the old subscribers, all the new subscribers. Capricorn, I appreciate y'all. For real, for real. Let's get started, keeping it general. So Capricorn, it ain't going to resonate with these few viewers that watch this video. Okay? Take what resonates. Leave some of the cards on the table for somebody else. All right? Capricorn, you know I could be talking about people, places, things. Energy is fluid. Energy is reversible. Okay? So just place yourself where you feel like you fit in this reading, Capricorn. Let's get started. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know today, Capricorn. So Capricorn, give me 1 second. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling, Capricorn. So Capricorn, I'm feeling like you got a lot of love for a situation. A lot of love. Motherly love. The type of love that run over, okay? And when it comes to how you love a situation, I think you put in your whole heart. When you love, Capricorn, you love. And that's one thing about you, okay? And when it comes to loving a situation that's not stable, maybe you still got love for a person, you just don't have love for the way this thing turned out. I feel like there's some stability here that's just not stable no more. And you may have realized that this was just a bit of an illusion here. I feel like you realized that maybe you kind of thought you saw stability in love, and then you realize that either this person ain't stable or the situation is just not stable. Your living situation may not be stable, okay? You may love where you live or love the people you live with, but the situation is just not stable, Capricorn. This is a bit of illusion. You can't stay here. It seems like you may have to move with love or move into a stable environment or a stable place is what I'm also hearing. One thing that I do hear is that the love that you have is it's a blessing. It's a blessing because what it does is allow you to love people and situations even when they don't have your best interest. Is what I'm hearing. Like some of these people may not have had your best interest, or the situation they had your best interest, but you know they didn't really have your best interest. And I feel like you still love them. Like you know what's going on. You see something here. You see a lot. You know, with this kind of love, and you kind of know where you stand, but that don't mean you don't love these people, or you don't love the situation. You don't love the situation. You just don't, you got love for the situation, but maybe just, not loving the stability of it is what I'm trying to say. Let me get these words out. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. There's a lot of love here. Okay, Capricorn, there's a lot of love here, even though it ain't stable. Even though it's just a bit of an illusion and it may not work out. But let's see what else Spirit wants you to know about this love. So we went from love to wounded warrior. So I don't know what happened in the midst of this. Maybe you like, I still got love for a situation, but I'm not going to be no wounded warrior. I feel like your love is going to make up for the fact that either, like I said, this was an illusion or the stability was just off, and you still see it for what it is. But I feel like you don't want to become this person where you feel like you got to defend yourself in a situation. Okay. You got enough love that you don't have to come at people in a harsh way. Cause I feel like that could be you. It's almost like a little bit of two sides here. If I'm feeling two-sided here with you, Capricorn, like I love, but I'll hurt you too. I don't think this is what you want to do in this situation. I feel like your love is going to overpower the anger or the feeling of being defensive because it didn't work out, because it wasn't stable, and maybe you had to move in a different direction. I feel like you thought this was going to come together, like, and bring this stability here with the 7 and the 10. I almost feel like you seen it coming together. Like you loved it when you seen the stability. You did. You had a lot of love for it. You was like, I love this stability here. Like, I know it's going to come together. And then you, over time, you like, this shit was an illusion. Like, I'm sorry I'm cussing, but maybe that's what you were saying. Like, this is an illusion. And now I'm on defense where I am at. Like, they trying to put my heart on defense, or I got to be defensive where I live. Like, something is making you feel a bit defensive here, even though you still love the person or you love the situation. You don't love how it's turning out, though, because you have to move. Like, I got to move after I thought it was stable is another. And this is where you going back and forth. Like, I don't want to hurt nobody, but I thought I was in a good environment. I don't want to hurt nobody, but I thought you loved me. I don't want to hurt you, but this thing ain't stable and I got to move. And you bamboozled me. This was an illusion. So I guess it's time for me to go. This is the energy I'm getting here. Like, you don't want to be this person. You're working on not being a defensive person or getting in defense when things don't work out, Capricorn. And I'm feeling like you realizing it and you seeing it for what it is. And you like, you know what? I love you, but I got to go. That type of energy, okay? Because there's no reason to stick around something that's no longer stable. And either no finances coming in or they not stable here anymore. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know, Capricorn. So Capricorn, I do feel like you want a lot of different things as far as when it comes to love. When it comes to love, I think you see a lot of things that you want. You have a lot of expectations, don't we all, Capricorn? We have a lot of expectations in love. We want this in love. We want that in love. I think you do want a lot of different things when it comes to your situations in life and love. And I do feel like sometimes you get put on those rose-colored glasses, Capricorn, and things that show up in your energy. I feel like you feel like this is all love. Everybody love me. They love me. They open up the door to stability. But all of these things don't always mean love. It's like people will place all these things in front of you and you think all that stuff is love. And really, some stuff in them baskets just ain't love. They didn't have the exact love that you thought. Like, I feel like that was an alligator, and that's I don't even know what that is. I don't even watch this card enough to see that some of this stuff, like, no, like there's a passport here. Like, you won't have to move. Like, I think there ain't no money here. Like, the stability is off. Like, you thought that there was love here. This was an illusion. I think, yeah, there was some love for you. There was love for you, but not everything here was loving. Not everything here was stable. Some of this stuff wasn't correct, And I think that's because you wear a bit of rose-colored glasses here, Capricorn, when it comes to love. And when you see love as love, and you see these people in your environment as loving you and offering stability for you. And then after you get into these situations with people, you realize that they love me, but they didn't have a lot of love for my situation. They was opening up the door to stability, but they may have opened up the door to some, snakes and stuff, and then opened it up the door and then told you had to move as soon as you got in type energy. Okay. So it feels like there is a situation or somebody that may come towards you in love, Capricorn, but they want to offer you some type of small love. Like, they're going to offer you and they may want to rush it on you in the midst of you trying to move. I feel like you got this, there's this moving energy. You have to move and you're trying to get your finances in order or get stable. And then somebody going to show up in the midst of you getting your situation back stable again. That's like the energy I'm feeling. They're going to show up with an offer of love. Now, I don't know if you're ready for this. I think you're still trying to balance out your finances and your move. Like, you're moving in a different direction here. And somebody like showing up with love and wanting you to maybe move in a direction, and you don't really trust right now. Your trust is kind of on a back burner. Like, your trust is kind of like, I won't say your trust is on a back burner, but you don't trust everything because of what you came out of. It's like, I trust you may love me, but what is your intentions behind this? Do you really love me? Or are you just trying to show up to take from me or show me something and then lead me down a different path? So you don't really know how you feel about this person that show up in your energy. You still juggling the idea of love, or you still juggling the idea because you still got to move, or you still moving and you still trying to balance that out. Your security, stability, and situations like this, Capricorn. But let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. I think you're going to slow down any fast movements in love. Like, you're going to slow that down. You're not for the rushing in, Capricorn. I think because last time you rushed into some type of stable environment or something that you thought was stable, that you thought had love for a situation, they didn't. It was an illusion. They didn't have the stability that you thought. And, you got defensive. And so you don't want to do that. So I feel like you stopping the rushing. You're not doing no rushing in because you got to get yourself together so that you can get clear on your situation and the way you move. Okay. And get your moving on. Like, this path that you need to take, you got to go down this path. So you can't be rushed into anything because you're trying to make sure you work towards getting yourself stable. And I don't know if this person that's showing up understand where you trying to go here. Okay. There's movement here. There's intention here. This person wants to offer you some type of love while you're working on your stability. Okay. And it seems like they want you to either rush and give them an answer or rush this love towards you. But you do have a path to take here. I think you got you're supposed to be moving in a different direction here. You may move towards love. Okay. I got a feeling you're going to move towards this person that's moving towards you. You may, or they want to move in your path. It's like this person can want to move towards you. You could be wanting to move towards them, but you moving towards them stable. I think if you do come in this person's direction, you're going to be working on your finances. You're going to be working on your stability, your growth. So this person has to either come in knowing where you stand in a situation or what path you taking. It's like they cannot come in and just assume you're going to just get thrown off kilter here or thrown off balance or rushed into something that you don't want to do. You can't be manipulated here is what I'm hearing, Capricorn. So they have to be real. This person has to be real if they show up. They got to be real. Okay, let's see what else Spirit wants you to know about this. You still juggling where you trying to move to or go to. You got a path to take and you still debating on which way you want to go. I think you putting a dead stop to rushing. You're not moving when you're not rushing anything. This is a stop. Like this is movement, forward movement, ace, like moving forward into something new. But I feel like you're not rushing into nothing new. You're not doing that. You're not going to be rushed. I don't know if this person has showed up, Capricorn, if they're coming in your direction, but you're not going to rush this. They're rushing you, trying to get you to move when it comes to your decision. But I feel like when it comes to anything in love, you're taking a slow approach. You're stopping fast movement, and you're going to move when you're ready to move. You're going to move after you acquire some type of stability, some type of financial stability, or some type of stability in your home life. I feel like when it comes to your movements, you don't get, Capricorn, you're not rushing. You're not going to rush anything together. Okay, I feel like to bring some type of love situation, you're not doing that. This person may want to rush you into some third party. You're just not doing it. I feel like you're very wise here, and you're very knowledgeable, Capricorn. You know what it takes to maintain stability. You know what it takes to move forward. You see things this person don't see. You've been around the block a few times, Capricorn. This person could be young and they don't see what you see. All they seeing is like a rushing in of love. Like, I love you, Capricorn, or just rushing in with this relationship. And no, because Capricorn, you don't been there, done that rushing before. And you already realize here that you need to work on something more stable. Like, yes, you do want love, and yes, you may move in this person's direction, but you're not going to be rushed, okay? And you're not going to bring nothing together that you may think has some type of third party involvement. You're not doing that because you're balancing your love. You're balancing you out, finances. You're balancing out stability and finances. You don't really have time for situations in love that just, I don't know. I'm feeling like you brushing that off. Like you don't have time for situations in love that's not real, or that's illusions, or that doesn't sit right with your soul. Like, no, you're not doing that. You are more focused on moving forward when it comes to being stable, when it comes to working on this stability. Okay. We're going to go again, Capricorn, see what else Spirit wants you to know before we close the reading out. So there's soulmate energy here. So maybe this person that's coming towards you feel like they're your soulmate, or you feel like you their soulmate. And you could know this, like you could know that y'all soulmates. That don't mean you're not going to put a stop to somebody trying to rush you into some type of soulmate relationship. It's feel like you're going to rest that. Like you know something here. You're very wise. I said that. You know what time it is. You may already know that this is a soulmate, but you're confident, comfortable. You know your worth. You had a lot of love for yourself, Capricorn, and you're going to put a rest. You're going to put it to rest. Whether this is a soulmate or not, you're going to put it to rest when it comes to taking action on something that's rushed or bringing something together that may have some type of third party situation involved. I think you rest in that. You rest in that idea, and you may be resting yourself, like getting yourself into some type of rest so that you can heal mind, body, and soul. You still healing from this previous situation that you was in where it was unstable, whether that's home or relationships. Like you rest in that. Yes, there's an energy here that you know y'all soulmates, and you got love for your soulmate. You do. You got love for the situation, but you're not going to rush it. Okay. And you're not going to move it forward if it don't move correct. Somebody from the past has come back around again, and they're fond of you. They like you. And this person may be like, I knew we were soulmates, Capricorn. And they want you to know how they feel about you. They want you to know that they do care about you, and they want to extend some type of love offer to you. And maybe they want you to see that y'all soulmates from the past. But I feel like this is something you see, but this is something you also going to take a rest on, and you're not going to rush this. And you may already see that this person is from the past, that this person has some type of feelings for you from the past. This also could be a reverse energy. You could be having feelings from somebody from the past, and maybe you realize that they're going to rest that, or they're going to put a rest to this when it comes to moving forward with you. This is something you could be seeing. They're not going to bring something together that's third party. So this could be happening to you, Capricorn, or you doing this to somebody, but there's a feeling here. There is soulmate energy here, but it's not moving. Okay. It's not moving because it's being rested. Spirit is resting this soulmate relationship, or putting it to a rest. There's healing that need to take place. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know, and then we're going to close this out, Capricorn. Healing the past is what I'm also hearing. If something came back around again, Capricorn, it came back around, but it's not, it needs to heal. Either you came back around to a soulmate, or they came back around to you. But that's in healing. That's still in rest mode. That's not going to move, okay? This is something you know. I don't know why you're not believing what you know to be true here. This is something, you know that this is a soulmate relationship, if whether you want to believe it or not. Trust your intuition here, Capricorn. This is a soulmate relationship. I think you may have put this on, you put it on the back of your thoughts because you was working on your stability, and you like, well, they say we soulmates, but I don't believe it. But it is. You are soulmates. This is what the cards are saying. This is the truth. Okay? And you can believe what you believe in your heart to be true. Believe it. Okay? Believe your gut. Believe what you know. Because this was a soulmate relationship here. It's being rested because it was burdensome. I don't know if they put these burdens on your back at one point, or you put these burdens on their back, but this is something you may not be ready to see or believe. This relationship carried a lot of weight at one time in the past. It was too much of a burden for you or for the other person, for you or for the soulmate. It was burdensome. And it feels like they rested that. They took that weight off their back. It's in a healing right now. This relationship, this soulmate relationship is in a healing. They rested the burden of it. And this is something you don't want to see, or something you don't want to believe, that they're putting a rest to it. And they're walking away from that. You may have to walk away from the past, from this person from the past. They may be moving in a different direction, Capricorn. I think they see this as a burden. Okay, so if this person show back up from the past and they like coming back around again and want to open up some type of soulmate relationship with you, you could be looking like, no, this was burdensome in the past, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave. That don't mean you don't have love. You got a lot of love for all situations, but you love this person still. But I think you realize that you're going to have to move on and move in a different direction here. You're going to have to leave love behind and work on yourself, work on your stability, work on you, work on mind, body, and soul is what I'm hearing. So if you didn't do this to them, then they did it to you. They put you in some type of burden, or put a burden on your back at one point, and that's rested. The weight is not going to be carried by neither one of you in this relationship. I think Spirit is resting that. It's not time for this to come back around again. There's different paths to be taken in different situations here, Capricorn. Okay? Because this is not, for this to come back around again, this soulmate relationship is not going to do nothing but place burdens where there's no reason to have burdens on nobody's back or your back. It may put a burden back on your back that you don't need, but you don't see this. Okay? And you don't want to see this. Okay? This is not for you no more. This is not for them no more. This relationship is rested. Okay? So I'm going to leave you with this energy, Capricorn, and I'm going to see you guys real soon. Bye, guys.